In this chapter, the story begins with a bodybuilder who wants to be the strongest human in the earth. His older brother was a scientist. He made a serum bicep king for his little brother that will give him superhuman strength. When the younger brother drinks the serum, he turned into a giant monster. This kind of strength the bodybuilder was seeking. The older brother, the scientist, thought they could rule the world like a king. The little brother's dream was just to be strongest in the world. Now he achieved it. With just a single destructive punch, the giant killed thousands of people and a whole city. The scientist was amazed with his brother's ability. Then they headed to the next city. The people of the city were terrified and began to run. The hero agency announced this monster as demonic level. In the meantime, our hero, the baldy Saitama, came out of nowhere. He was riding on the monster's shoulder. As soon as the scientist spotted Saitama, he screamed to his little brother that someone was on his shoulder. Our baldy advised the giant to put some pant on. The scientist then ordered his little brother to kill Saitama. The giant then slapped on his shoulder, but it was the wrong shoulder. As a result, the giant killed his older brother. Now the giant became furious. His brother was the reason how he became the strongest. Now he killed his own brother. Our baldy then poked the giant. How did it feel? The clueless giant blames Saitama for his brother's death. Then the giant threw infinite powerful punches to Saitama, creating a huge hole on the ground. The giant is thinking that he is the strongest man, but he feels empty. Then our baldy came flying and asked the giant, tell him more about it. Then Saitama casually punches the giant. That punch was so powerful that knocked out the giant immediately. Saitama already knows overwhelming strength is boring, because he is an immensely strong one. The next morning, our hero was sleeping. Suddenly, he woke up hearing a sound. A monster broke through the wall and grabbed his head. Saitama tried to fight back, but another monster punched him. As a result, Saitama was pushed through the wall and fell down to the ground. Suddenly, a monster came out under the ground and punched Saitama, but this time Saitama blocked with his hand. Saitama realized that these monsters are quite strong, so he wanted to know their identity. The monsters then replied it was rude to ask what were they. Because they were the true people on Earth. They must claim the Earth now. The humans are just an obstacle for them. They are called the subterraneans. When they started to invade the Earth, 70% people have returned to the Earth. Saitama was the first individual who didn't die from their punches. It is a battle of survival, so he must die. Then a monster tries to punch him. But this time, Saitama gives a normal punch, which completely destroys the monster. More monster tries to attack Saitama, but Saitama counters them with devastating blows. More monster came, but Saitama was ready for them. He destroys every one of them. Saitama proudly announced that he is the ultimate protector of the Earth. Somehow, Saitama was enjoying the fight because he was too strong for the monsters he faced. He was looking for this kind of thrill. Then the biggest monster appeared before him. The subterranean king challenged Saitama to a battle. Suddenly, Saitama's alarm rang and woke him up. Hearing a sound, Saitama rushed to the outside and confronted the real subterranean king. Saitama was getting excited for the fight. Then Saitama saw a bunch of nobody, so it was stupid dream.